Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale, then you see the road. I'm out to my soul, and tell me the size whenever the smoke clear out of my face. And my picture perfect, and do I look fine?
Nah, I'ma do my own thing.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale, then you see the road. I'm out to my soul, and tell me the size whenever the...
Are you ready to be entertained? Let's get into another reaction, y'all. This is Monsters. This is the Lyle and Erik Menendez story. We are on episode 6. This is obviously season 2 of Monsters. The first one was season 1 with Dahmer. We have 3 more episodes to go of this show. I actually was listening to a podcast because I was very curious to try to understand why a lot of people are saying, let these brothers out of prison. And I was listening to like 2 podcasts, and one podcast actually really did break things down for me. I just listened to about 5 minutes of it because it's only as much time as I could listen to. But they really broke things down where they were talking about the new evidence that was found. There was also like a band, I believe, and there were young boys, and I think these young boys, that's what was said. I don't know if there was a letter found or am I mixing up 2 different stories, but from what the podcast said, I'll say allegedly, that these band members were R-word by Jose, I believe is the father's name. Also, they found a letter that I think Lyle, the older brother, I think it's Lyle, wrote to his cousin. His cousin has passed. I think the cousin was R-word by the father as well. But in this letter, I think, but in this letter, it did the brother Lyle, I believe, the older one, he did describe or state about how the father was R-wording him. And I believe that he asked his cousin, does your father do this too? And the cousin didn't have a father at all, so he was like, I don't know. No, obviously I don't have a father. But remind you, these conversations were when they were really young. I believe in this letter was when he was really young as well. There's been a lot of evidence that the father has done this to many young kids. So the abuse is real. So many different people are saying it. Also, that a lot of people were saying, including this podcaster was saying, and their guest was saying that these 2 individuals, these 2 brothers were convicted of murder and life without parole. And they were saying, just like other people have written down in the other reactions, which I thank you guys so much for helping me understand more of your viewpoint, but they were saying that it would go under manslaughter, and manslaughter, I think it was 35 years, the tops in their state, I believe, and they already surpassed that. So there might be new evidence that is going to be reintroduced, and this TV show, The Monsters, actually shed a spotlight on these brothers and this situation. They've tried to, I believe, there's a lot of I believe. I'm saying this allegedly and I believe because I'm just trying to cover my own ass. If you want me to be real with you, I don't know what the fun facts are of everything, so I just tried to say I believe and allegedly. You're going to hear that a lot. I don't want no letter coming to my house telling me, Andres, you are being sued and we are putting you in jail. Absolutely not. I will not be part of this. So I'm going to continue to say allegedly and I believe. I was not there. So anyways, this show allegedly has shed a light on them yet again. Obviously, everybody's talking about this show, and now I believe the documentary, there's a belief, documentary has dropped, which we will get into, I believe. I had to end it there. Anyways, so that was my gist. So now I'm coming into this looking in a different viewpoint. I still have this I understand where a lot of people are saying about how it must be as an SA victim and not being able to get away, and I guess one or both of the brothers tried to get away and they couldn't. So I can only imagine that fight or flight type of situation, and they've already tried the flight part. So the fight part was the only thing. The only thing that I'm still disconnected from is after they murdered their parents, why did they go on these large shopping sprees and like live these lavish lives? Also, another fun fact, it's not really that fun, but it's a fact. Right around this time, O.J. Simpson trial, he just got acquitted. So the district attorneys and all law enforcement did not want to pass these two brothers up. I didn't even, oh yeah, they were in California too. That's why they said that in the podcast. So they were like determined to get a guilty verdict on these two brothers because of O.J. Simpson's trial. O.J. Simpson's, at least that's what they said, and I wasn't around, I didn't follow O.J. Simpson's trial, but they said O.J. Simpson's trial obviously came before these two brothers, and he was acquitted. So they were like, nope, we're not doing this, not with them. So they were more like made the victims, I guess, if you want to say that word. I forgot what my other train of thought was. You guys know I have ADD and it is real, but I've been talking for 5 minutes. Let's jump right into this show, y'all. So you want to see his full reactions? Links are down below. Please feel free to click those links, hit the like button, share, and don't forget to comment. Now, without further ado, let's jump into Monsters and find out exactly what this show has got to give. 1962.
Hi.
Hi.
That's the father and the mother.
You're just so American.
Demasiado joven para casarme.
Pero bien hombre para montarme un avión con Carlos y comenzar una vida yo solo y con nada.
Un día voy a tener el valor para decirte lo tanto que me ha hecho sentir.
Jose, Spanish for Joseph. Joseph is a nice name.
It was a pleasure to meet you. Come on, let's go. Need her. All we need is each other.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
It's the American dream. I'm gonna give you everything.
I hate my kids.
What?
May as well come out and say it. They're parasites, actually.
What?
They strip the calcium from your bones as they grow inside you. My kids? I don't know, Lyle?
Find more fucking money than that in my goddamn laundry hamper!
Lyle scares me. Erik's...
Fuck!
Erik's pathetic.
Oh!
When they're fast asleep, I can still feel connected to them. And then I can feel love for them again. But most days, I hardly recognize them. And my husband? Excluded. Those boys are always trying to steal the love of my life. Those boys and that one woman he's been... Louise, I think her name is. He's just trying to escape the chaos at home. And the only thing I have going for me is renovating the house. It's gonna be beautiful. And I have a facelift scheduled for next week. I hope it settles before the holidays.
So we're getting the backstory of her, it seems, and she seems like she's batshit crazy, obviously. And as you see, I did say hurt people hurt people. Jose came from, obviously, his family, his parents or his mother, who was doing the same thing that he somewhat did minus the SA, but the controlling and the abusiveness, so it possibly seems. And so he took that experience and what has gone on with him, especially leaving his country, coming here, and just jumping into a marriage to live an American dream, which is just a fantasy.
Santa baby.
No, the green is just it's too traditional, huh? You know, I got a fucking facelift for you and you don't even say anything?
You look great. You look refreshed. You have to take care of your body, please. I want you to lose 9 pounds. Where are the boys? I told them, I said don't be late.
Need one in every room. Sorry, I'm gonna need your help.
The green one is nice. Let's just stick with that one.
It has to be perfect, not just nice, but perfect. Don't let them in yet! Don't let them in yet!
I told you we were going to do presents tonight because Lyle's got a tournament tomorrow.
Yeah, it's Christmas Eve.
It is why we're doing presents tonight and why I told you to be on time.
What's happening?
Hey, Erik, isn't Santa married? Yeah, Mom, how could you do that to Mrs. Claus?
Do you get something for your mom? I told you it's fucking Christmas. You give gifts on Christmas.
Oh, it's so beautiful, honey.
What is that all that's in there?
Oh my God, a car? A Mercedes-Benz? Convertible!
That's love right there. That's love. Okay, open yours.
Mercedes, and that we get books. That's very thoughtful of you, Dad.
Mother and I first moved to New York. The only job I could get was a dishwasher. It was the only place that could hire me. And the manager had a copy of that book.
Why are there so many passages that are blacked out?
Well, I blacked out all the bullshit. Those words, all you have to do is learn them, commit them to heart. This moment I am prepared to control whatever personality awakes in me through positive action. And when I control my moods, I control my destiny.
Detective Mills, I'm with the LA County Sheriff.
Hi, hello sir. How can I help you? What do you mean by voice? My sons?
Yes. Sir, we arrested them this morning. We have reason to believe they're involved in a series of burglaries here in the area.
Put in the car.
We didn't rob those houses, okay? We didn't.
Music. That's at the beginning of that season.
Fuck!
What's this malfunction?
Take the fucking car! Wait for me, please.
Hey. See how the pond is here? I want it here.
A new shower room, we're doubling our budget.
What shower room? We're not doing a shower room.
We're moving. I found a house in Beverly Hills.
Just a little bit of mold.
Not because of the mold, because of our sons, Kitty, because they're felons, they're criminals. The Menendez name is ruined in this town. Go to Beverly Hills until Erik goes off to college, and then we come back here in a couple of years and walk down my own fucking street without wearing a disguise. Hi, Michael. Nice to see you. How you doing? But start packing. Start packing.
Look at those glasses, honey.
Well, my sons tell you they are not to be trusted. They are liars, they are fabulists. I'm bringing them to you because the court says I have to. And I hope you can fix them, but good luck. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Those burglaries were, I think in many ways, a cry for help. We've just been through a lot.
Yeah, I mean, home isn't always the easiest, so.
And what about home isn't easy? Hard to buy thousands of dollars in clothes and shoes. Our mother and I have given you every fucking opportunity. I don't get the fucking thing. You're a joke. You're a fucking joke. Come on, stand up. Okay.
He runs.
Have fun with them, doctor.
The members of Menudo are kids. What happens when they grow up?
A member of Menudo asks for more money. He gets replaced by another performer. My kids, did I make them this way, you think? Useless, lazy fuck-ups. Is that my fault? When I came to this country, I was 16 years old. 16 years old. My family put me on a plane. I had nothing. You've heard this story a million times, right?
Actually, I haven't.
Meet the woman you love, and she's gonna give you 2 beautiful children. From them, all I see is this entitlement. I hand it to them on a silver platter with silver spoons to put in their fucking greedy mouths. What they got is a life completely backwards. That's what they got.
Tough with them sometimes, sure, but...
But what other choice do I have? Being like that, you think I like screaming at them? You think, I mean, no, I don't. They break into people's houses and they sell people's family heirlooms.
You didn't do that.
Didn't I do that? I think I did. Oh, yeah. Where do I go from here, Marcel? Yes, this isn't working. It's not working.
His anger is like out of control.
I'm just having some coffee. I don't love you, Kitty.
What?
I don't love our sons. I am a failure. But darling, you're a failure. You're a drunk. You're a pill popper. You
Stop it.
Just wanted to have a family, that's all. That was my dream. The dream has failed. Fuck. More money for this family because that's what this family needs. More money. I can tell you that I love you when I don't. I can't lie and tell you that I love this family when I don't.
You must be drunk if you're saying all this.
I'm not drunk.
Say hi to that girlfriend of yours. You say you're tired of lying. Well, why keep that lie up, huh? You loved me the moment you laid eyes on me, Jose Menendez. You loved me with every fiber of your being. You adored me. Don't stand there and say you didn't, because you did. And handle our boys. Lyle scares the shit out of me. And I tried to myself, you know? And it didn't work right. I failed. I failed at. Every day, I just try and make it through without thinking about killing myself. Dragged me to goddamn Beverly Hills. Away from any friends I ever had. Every day, I have wanted to be dead.
Come on, go back to sleep.
De música. ¿Dónde fue que trabajaste antes de RC?
Hertz.
Es el tipo de alquiler de carro.
Que la música latina va a crecer un 400% para el año 1990 porque yo soy cubano. Te lo estoy diciendo en serio, son 30 millones de dólares esa es la oferta. ¿Qué te parece? A menudo va a ser el grupo más grande del mundo. 30 millones que tú dices, Absolutely, yes. I closed the fucking deal. I know. Do you use tuning off with your mouth? Oh, bring it on! Bring it on! Yeah! Yeah!
Scrams are heard.
Wait. Scrams? It's supposed to be screams.
We have to retype this whole fucking page.
Calm down. Look, you wrote scrams. I just typed what you wrote.
Damn, bro. Mom just burned your ass.
You boys can't talk to me like this. You always gang up on me when your father's out of town. I should poison us all and put myself out of my misery.
Mom, chill.
Shut up. Type your own script from now on. And Craig, you can't stay for supper. Sorry, I am not a restaurant.
What the fuck is in this?
Well, what do you mean? It's ragu.
No, it's got like... Eric.
You said that you were gonna fucking poison us, and you fucking did it.
I was joking.
Eric, come on, now.
Maybe I should poison you. Ah! And then you're looking at me with some fear and respect. Maybe I should poison you.
It is over with her. It's over. It's done. I'm going back to my wife.
The psycho you can't bear to fuck anymore?
Well, you know what happened? I signed my no-go.
Congratulations. Sounds like a very productive trip.
Thank you. Had paged me in the United Airlines lounge before the flight. What happened between you and the boys? Stop taking so many fucking pills. They're gonna turn you into an epileptic. What was the thing you said last year about the couples counselor? Okay, let's do it. Let's go. We find a good one and we go. Now I'm gonna take care of those two kids upstairs. Get your clothes on. Come on, wake up.
I know who you are.
You don't even know how to say sorry?
What would you say roughly was the dollar amount of the items that were stolen from you?
Hi. I robbed your house.
Please, Erik, you're taking the fall for all of it, okay?
Wait, what? You're a minor, Eric. I'm 21. This could be my entire life.
That's not fair.
Lyle hasn't completely destroyed his life yet. You need a clean record for that. And a degree from Princeton, by the way.
It was your idea anyway, Eric. I mean, it really was.
Damn it.
Obviously, I haven't been the father you needed. That it's obvious, but that changes. Right now, I'm going to get you out of this. Both of you, do you hear me? No more handouts.
I think it's the Menudo numbers this quarter. He needs you to walk him through it again.
One more $20 million deal. That's all I need. And then I'm going to Florida. I run for Senate. I take down fucking Fidel Castro. Like, fuck. I mean, you don't have to tell me right now. But just think about it. Like, keep music in the air everywhere you be like Joe Kennedy, paving the way for my kids to go into politics. No. Not these kids, no. If I want the American dream, I gotta do it myself. Keep it between us. Take this away from me, please. Because Marcy, you wanna know a secret?
Sure.
I don't know the first thing about the music industry. What are we watching tonight?
LA Law?
Okay.
Look at us. Couple of fatties.
It's nice we're doing something fun together.
This when they die. No, it's not when they die.
Jose Menendez?
Students at Princeton.
Yeah?
Do you have a minute?
Marcy, book me a flight to Newark. I'm taking the limo to the airport.
Lyle here is going to have to be suspended from Princeton, pending a board review.
Okay, I swear I did not fucking
speak to me. Do not speak to me. This is the burial plot I bought for our family here near Princeton. You deserve to be buried here in this kind of company. You feel you are worthy of the name Menendez.
I don't know what you want me to say. No, Dad, I do not.
What are you, Lyle? Are you a bad seed or a bad egg or something? What are you? You were always going to do the opposite, obviously. So
Why I am the way that I am, Eric and I both. Are you genuinely curious about that? What about all the times that you hit us or called us worthless in front of other people? That's abuse. Dad.
And what about it?
What about it?
Yeah, what about it? I hate you. What about it? That's why you're a loser? You remember the first dog we had? Con went to the pet shop to buy one of those collars that have spikes on them, poking out. They were poking in. So when it tightens, it immediately, right? The slightest dog. Dog feels it and knows the dog, and the dog wants to run or pull or whatever. You tug on the leash and it hurts and behaves, and that's what the owner wants. The collar doesn't hurt. A lot of people out there think that those collars are cruel. I think it's the other collars that are cruel. So, you know what I think when you complain that I hit you? I think that I didn't hit you hard enough, Lyle. The way my father hit me so hard my head would throb for days. But I knew exactly what was expected of me. So as a father that loves you, I'm really sorry I didn't hit you hard enough. Erik, get in here.
What's that for?
Your athlete's food. I called several doctors and told them about your problem. Prescription. It's a very powerful prescription, but I don't know.
There's spray. I sprayed on.
Boy, it's a medicinal cream. Take off your shoes and socks. Okay, I'll show you. Here. The only thing that would make you sleep was rubbing your feet, actually.
It stings a little.
It's supposed to sting. That means it's working. I'm just letting you know what we're going to do here because I don't trust your judgment. Did you think you were going to play tennis in college? Because you're not good enough. We get you into business school at UCLA, but you're not living in the dorms. You're living here. Because if I let you talk, then you're going to tell me how you want to be... What? A male model? What the fuck is that? The fuck are those? Are you homosexual?
Oh. This is unbelievable. I don't have to listen to this.
Sit down. Wipe the look of your face. I'm giving you a future girlfriend. Janice Szymanski.
No, Dad, no.
All I care about is the prom photo, and then you and your friend Craig go suck each other's dicks.
I'm doing modeling and acting, and I'm gonna major in theater.
Come here. Let's go upstairs. Let's go. Come here.
Dad.
Fuck.
Please, I'm sorry.
Sit down. Aquí está. 1, 2, 10.
Dad.
Yes. Erik is not using any condoms.
How do you know?
Because I counted them.
He's not going to get any girls pregnant. I know he doesn't have a girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying. And he's not using any condoms.
Why are you worried?
Because I don't want Erik to have AIDS. I know what I think he's doing.
I have to check your penis.
What?
For blisters. Let me look, please.
Mom, I told you last time. I can look, and there's not any.
Well, it's just about, hygiene.
I mean, it's still early days, but they want a slogan. I mean, I might get something, but what happened?
I love you.
Okay. What?
I need to know what's going on with you and the boys. It's just silly to think, because of all the affairs that you've had. It's just you seem very concerned about AIDS.
Ask the question, ask it. Kitty, ask me the question. What it is that you're asking me.
Is something sexual going on between you and the boys? I won't tell anyone. I need to know.
No. Oh my God, are you drunk? You must be drunk in order to ask this kind of question. Oh, I never did that. I tell you why. I haven't told you because of the way you would react, what you would think. And when I was little, I don't remember, still in diapers, so I was little. My mother would fondle me because it tickled me. And I loved making my mother laugh. Marta, my sister, was arguing with her, saying, Mom, you don't do that anymore, you shouldn't. It is nothing. And you know what? When I heard that, I thought, he's right. I know now that that was wrong, but at the time, maybe not, because to those people of a certain age, it's just something silly, something funny, something, it's not that big of a deal. Right, I know why you're confused. Because I take showers with them sometimes after tennis. Something that my father did with me as well. All life. To make men out of those two boys. Soldiers. I mean, haven't I taken it too far sometimes? I have regrets in my life, and I'm ashamed of a lot of things in my life, but not that. We are a family. It's what matters. Wow, that's a good slogan, actually. Fuck. Florida is family. Let's go upstairs and get some sleep.
I hate my kids. And it's awful, but it's true. That's why I'm so grateful to have a man like this man. He's so strong. Dad hit my mom every night at the kitchen table. And then he hit us, and Then he left. Women marry men like their fathers. I mean, not that Jose is that at all. It's just the way he carries himself. His presence is very masculine.
Yes.
Yes.
He hit the boys once or twice.
And I wholeheartedly support that.
Was there ever sexual abuse in your home growing up? Jose?
What? Why are we talking about this? Oh, mami, soy José. Que yo te llamaría para contarte lo que tú me hiciste pasar. Sabes bien lo que hiciste, así que no me hagas decírtelo, por favor. Y Marta sabía que estaba mal lo que estaba haciendo y pronto tú le llamaste y le dijiste que era una tonta. La hiciste sentir como una estúpida. ¿Cuenta de eso o no, mamá?
No sé de qué me estás hablando.
¿Cómo que no sabes de lo que te estoy hablando, mamá? El hijo del tío tuyo ese, no sé cómo coño se llamaba, que estaba todo el día borracho.
Es una mentirosa.
Cierto, tú no sabes de lo que estoy hablando, tú no sabes carajo, coño.
Mr. Menendez, let's do it.
Richard, you're funny. Come on in. Always funny. Some changes that need to be made regarding my life and concerning my legacy.
Love her, and yes, I think that Mom and Dad should have to pay for that.
Oh, Jesus, you're ridiculous children. I regret having you.
Mom, you can't say that.
Your father crossed an ocean. I could have been a movie star like Kim Novak. And you're what I got?
The Ford Escort, so it's fucking embarrassing.
Oh, please shut up, for Christ's sake.
Why are you looking at us like that?
I can't smile at you? Come on. We've had a great session with Dr. Asil here. To my smile, because we're going to end this session in 5 minutes and head down to Sears, the four of us.
Smile. Okay, give me another big smile, family. And...
Steps to the door of your heart. And now, don't dream it's
Well. So this was a fucking crazy episode. I like that was like my first thought. Like this is a crazy episode. Getting more in depth of this episode, there's two things that came to mind. Music. The father dealt with music and he didn't know nothing about music, so I guess he was like a music producer. He got artists signed, and that's exactly what I said in my intro when I heard about this podcast. But I also heard that he abused those musicians. Then you hear the music in the background constantly. Then even with the father, seems like he was about to lose his ever-living he started thinking about music. I don't know if it was to calm him down, anxiety, if that's how he controlled his anger and his sadness at the same time. And also in the first episode, Lyle was all about music. The music at the, whatever that was, funeral, whatever that was, to remember his parents. That music choice, and we were like, what the hell? What's this music about? And throughout it, like, you kept hearing music. So music was very big in this episode. Definitely trying to instill some type of point. What type of point you take from it is on you. And then the other thing I thought was hurt people. The father was abused. His mother was abused. Children don't grow up being hateful or abusive or whatever, racist, anger. Like children aren't born into this world, I should say, and that's what they do, right? They are taught this. And as you see the father doing what he did to his children, his mother was doing it to him, as well as it seems like his father as well. Then the mother who also was in denial when he was trying to tell his mother, look what you did, like you hurt me. And she was just, her defense mechanism was yell, scream, it wasn't me. And when he started touching a base on what happened to her when she was a kid, she just lost her ever-living mind. And the same thing with him when Kitty brought him to their marriage counsel. I was like, what is the word I'm looking for? Marriage counseling. When she brought him there, and she obviously set it up to talk about his SA situation, he lost his ever-living mind, right? And he got up, denial, hurt people. And then it took me a minute to actually realize, I think that he SA'd Erik. When he brought Erik to the room, is that what happened? Because I was sitting here like, what's going on? What's happening? The mother went to open up the door, and I think that was one of the scenes we've seen in whatever other episode of it was, and he actually was doing something. Was that when he did something? Because we also know that from what Erik said that his father did SA him all the way up to him being killed. So was that one of the scenes? Is that what happened at that present moment? Child, you know I was sitting here going like this. What's going on? I don't know what's happening. You know. Dumb as rocks. It takes me a minute. But regardless, this was a powerful episode. Also, Kitty was like a normal child. Like, okay, it seemed like her parents were kind of racist. They were like, is Jose another way for saying Joseph? Well, Joseph's a nice name. Yeah, I like Joseph. It's like, ugh. When people say, is Andre, it's like another name for Andrew. Is it like Andrew? I'm like, ugh, I don't like you. People did it all the time. I lived on Long Island, so that mother, it's so crazy because I bashed Long Island to the ever-living hell. Although I did like I would never want to live anywhere. Well, that's a lie. How can I say I never want to live anywhere else when that's all I knew? But Long Island was a good place to grow up, but thankfully I left. I wish I left a little earlier, but it was a good place like in the elementary years. But as soon as you start growing up a little bit older, you're like, yeah, time to get the hell out of here. But the parents were like that too. I remember going to some of my friend's house, and some of their parents were like, "Oh, hey, what are you about? What's happening here? I see color. Ooh, you know what I mean?" So, it is what it is. And not all the parents. Majority of my friends were like, their parents were dope. I loved their parents. There was only like a few that like I wasn't really a fan of the kids. So, I'll tell you the truth. But regardless, this was like a very powerful episode. And then a lot of people were saying that Lyle and Erik weren't like yellers. Like they didn't do what this show shows and portrays. And once again, as we do know, the show dibs and dabs in like what's true and what's not. So that part might not be true where Erik and Lyle are like screaming at their mom. A part of me, sometimes I was like, damn, I feel so bad for their mother. And the other part of me is like, yeah, their mother's a psychopath too. And then another part of me was like, when the father was doing what he was doing, listen, I come from a domestic, I was in a relationship. I didn't know where I was going with this. I was in a relationship and I was in an abusive relationship for a very long time. And what happens is, starting with verbal abuse, which seems like this was primarily what they did, and don't ever take verbal abuse as not the same or equivalent as physical abuse, because verbal abuse can make you want to kill yourself. Oop, I shouldn't say it on YouTube, but it can make you want to, you know, finish things. And I know once it beats you down, and that person wants to have complete control over you, and that way of them doing this, one of the ways is letting you feel or making you feel like you are lesser than, and it's a constant thing. It's a non-stop. It's bam, 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 where you literally walk around and you're so sad, you're so depressed, and then as soon as they give you some type of compliment, which is not even a compliment, you're like, oh, I love you, like, you know. And that's what he was doing to her. He was destroyed. He annihilated. The things that he said to her reminded me what was said to me in all those years, and I wish I'd left earlier. It took me a lot. It took a lot. Okay, it took a lot. If I told you my story, the story that would have been told, it took a lot for me to leave, and I was with somebody in the military, so you already know. And their PTSD, and that's actually when it all started, to tell you the truth. Regardless, this, once again, a very powerful episode. I really can't wait to have more discussions down below, because seeing these kids go through what they went through with their parents, both of their parents, was dreadful. And I really also feel like if you are suffering from your past, don't bring new people into this world, children into this world, and release all of that frustration, anger, sadness, guilt onto them. Fix your problems before you bring others into your problems. And obviously this is not what they did. The Jose took the Kitty away from the parents. He was in complete control of Kitty from step 1 to step 2 to step 3 to step 4, and dragged her out and did what he did. He was a victim and became an abuser, and it's just like he was a victim of abuse and became the abuser, which is such a sad story. Then at the end, we saw what happened. The kids couldn't take it. I couldn't imagine being a child and having to do, like, you're being essayed, you're being verbally abused, you're being assaulted, you're being, like, every day you're waking up and it's something new, and it's both parents, and the mother is a drunk, a pill popper, the father's an abuser and an essay person, a predator. What can you do? Something has got to give, and what gave with them was 2 shotguns in the barrels and some clips and a bam to the bam 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 bam. That's what they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. I don't know how I couldn't. I'm telling you how they were. I don't have it in me to get. You never say never, because when humans are backed, when anything is backed against the wall, they will do anything to survive. Animals. Humans are kind of like animals, or are animals. When you're back against the wall, you come out fighting. You come out fighting, and whatever you have to do to try to survive, that's what happens. And unfortunately, fortunately, depending on how you view this, the parents being murdered was their way of getting the fuck out of this situation. I don't know where, and once again, you have to remember, we're looking at the lenses of today. We talk about it now. It's out there. We see what's happening. Look what's going on with Diddy, R. Kelly, Epstein, over and over. By the way, they were talking about Hugh Hefner and how Hugh Hefner was very similar to Diddy and stuff like that, and like, why didn't he ever get anything? That was a whole conversation on social media as of recently, because a lot of those girls were underage, but they looked like they were older. Crazy, right? Probably not that crazy, because look what's going on. But now in our lens in 2024, it's, the Me Too movement happened. Like, a lot of things has changed compared to how it was then. So, it's sad. It's very sad. Anyways, guys, once again, if you are feeling depressed, alone, sad, if you have gone through life experiences that are rough and tough, please reach out to somebody and speak to somebody and find help, because that's the only way you can progress in life. Never take these stumbles, these blocks as this is it, this is the all to be all. God places things in front of your path because he knows you can overcome. You are strong enough to overcome. So do not take these obstacles as like, I cannot do this anymore. I cannot do this anymore. You can and you will succeed, proceed, and become something greater. I'm just saying. Thank you guys so much for being here. Check out all my other reactions. I'll see you guys next time with more reactions. I'm off this.
You gotta choose a side. You gotta do what's right. Look, I ain't got no time to be hanging around. Nobody trying to figure out if they good or evil. I'm fighting the crime, saving your lives one at a time. I'm killing the rhymes. I do it for the people. I'll be the fucker running through the 6 with a bag.